Obviously, I'm very nervous. I heard that if you say that first, then you do better. You just like announce that you're already nervous. So, for those of you who don't know me, I wrote my speech because, unlike Charlie, it comes from the heart, but it has to be written down or I'd forget it. So, my name is Ashlyn, and I'm Krista and Rob's niece. I'm not gonna cry. I told myself that, but my sweet, sweet Aunt Krista. Calling you my aunt almost does an injustice to our relationship. You've been a mom to me at a time when I really needed a motherly figure. And you've been my best friend when I felt like I had no one to go to that would listen to me without judgment. You've been so many things in my life that I've needed, and I have no idea how I'll ever thank you enough. I can truly say that there's no way that I would be the person that I am today without your guidance along the way. You are one of the most beautiful humans inside and out. And I know you know that. You have to. We all know that. If I could have chosen someone to be when I grew up, I hands down would have chosen to be you. But obviously, I'm a few inches tall for that career choice. And I don't know if I ever told you, but I remember in high school we had to write about an influencer. While most people wrote about someone famous, well, I wrote about you. If you can't tell how much I idolize my aunt by now, well, meet me after the speech, and I could talk until my face turns blue. And I forgot where I am. Oh, here I am. I remember when Krista first told me about Rob, and then I blinked and she was sitting on a suitcase while simultaneously trying to zip it up because we could not fit all her stuff. I was rolling things, and anyways. Then she was on her way to visit him in Michigan for the first time, and from what she told me, it was nothing shy of amazing. For the 22 years of my life that I can attest to Krista's happiness, I can honestly say that no one, and let me reiterate that, no one has made my Aunt Krista as happy as you make her, Rob. And for that, I thank you so much. When she talks about you, she has a glow like no other. I look up to the relationship that the both of you share because it's definitely something special and something I strive to have. With each other, I have no doubts that there isn't anything that y'all cannot accomplish together. Krista deserves all the happiness in the world, and I know that you have and will continue to give that to her. I never thought the day would come when a man was ready to esposa her up, but here we are. I'm being culturally competent. I love you both so very much. Congratulations, and cheer to Mr. and Mrs. Villanueva. I love y'all.
Wow. Man, they wanted me to close this off. First of all, I must say this, that Charlie took all my lines, so right now I'm straight winging it. Wow, where do we start? I got two disclaimers. One, I tend to mumble a lot, so if I say something that you guys may not necessarily hear clearly, please ask myself to repeat myself. Two is, we're from the Dominican Republic, so we tend to speak a little Spanglish. So if I say something a little off, again, ask me just to repeat myself. But obviously, we're here today for this lovely couple, and I wanted to start off, and someone told me, I think it was Charlie that told me, like, speak from the heart, right? Speaking from the heart is the most genuine thing you can do, and, you know, you can just express your words. And I started thinking about speaking from my heart, and when I think about my heart is fulfilled with love, and it's thanks to this beauty right here, Siobhan, my lady. And I started just thinking about the way that she fills my heart. Like going through tough times, going through the ups and downs, like we all been there, but realizing that we have purpose, right? Like you start discovering love when you start seeing that purpose and you start finding that purpose within. And each of us, like nobody's a mistake here, there's no accidents. We're all connected in some ways or some form. And today, we were brought together thanks to these two. But when I started thinking about purpose, when Charlie got drafted in the NBA, like I was assigned as the big brother, go, you have no kids, you seem to know what you're doing, go manage this guy, be his right-hand man, and look out for his best interests. And the whole time throughout Charlie's 11 years in the NBA, and even prior and even after, I would always look out for his best interests. That's what a big brother should do. And I thought about Rob the same way. But I feel like the tables have turned a bit. You know, me and Rob has been through so many up and downs, and since I even could take it back to like when my dad had a beeper shop and there was an international calling center, Rob was my right-hand man, and I would teach him how to like activate beepers. I don't know if you remember who pagers in the, back in the days, but Rob was my right-hand man, and he was, picking up things that I would do, and I mean, I feel like a lot of the social skills he has, a lot of his charisma. I'm not trying to take credit, but I feel like some of it was because of our bonding. But it's like today, and the man that he's evolved to, there's so much that I've learned from him just from a distance. Like he's here in Houston, and I'm all the way back in New York. But I see him, I see the way he's grown, and that's credit to something that's filled him. And I feel like Krista was that answer, that purpose, that just that little tick that just made him drive. And for the longest time, just seeing him grow, and the first time I met Krista, I think I was DJing actually at Corner Bar, and she walked in, and to just look at where we were then and look at how we were now and how we evolved, like, we've all made mistakes in life, right? Everybody made mistakes in life, right? But it's how do you pick yourself back up, and how do you learn, and how do you adapt to that new surrounding, and Rob has magically done that so well, and that's kudos to what drives him. And like, once you find that purpose, you're home. You find your home. And obviously right now, today, he's a living testament of that, finding that home, which is here with us. So raise your glasses. We're gonna thank Mark Zuckerberg and the team at Instagram. But here's to purpose and here's to love, because without each other and the fact that we're all here, like we have no home, and this is our home today with them. So salute. My brother, I love you. Krista, I love you. Thanks for making him a better man. Thanks for making her a better person. We all evolve because we love each other, and you guys, I love you so much, I can't really even continue to like express that. So salute, and I love you. You want me to repeat myself?